About 9 months ago, I posted this video onto Instagram. It was just a video of me taping my phone to a side mirror and then the results of the footage from that. It done really well. It got 6.4 million views as of right now, which is June 14th. And I'm really gassed with that. Thank you to every single one of you that's watched it and liked and commented and engaged with it in any sort of way. It really means a lot to know that I've done something that worked and has got people's attention and got people talking and interacting with one another. And speaking of the interactions, I got a lot of comments asking me how I'd done it. I gave a little bit of information here and there to people that asked certain questions, but I told myself that I would make a video explaining the process. The idea of following that up with something else was instantly too stressful for me, and I just decided to just let that exist and continue my work. But here we are. So the execution was as simple as it looked, but the technicalities and the settings within that are not so much, and I'll talk to you about that now. So first of all, I didn't use the camera app on Apple iOS. I used an app called Blackmagic Cam, which is free on the App Store, and it utilizes the Blackmagic UI and color science settings, enabling you to pull the most out of your iPhone camera that maybe you would not be able to normally using the normal camera app. And then, so within that, there was just two main settings that I changed here. The first one being the color space. This I changed from Rec 709 originally, as it's set as standard, to Apple Log. This allows you to play with the colors in complete, full. When you get to the editing stage, it just requires an editing software program, essentially. The second setting that really, I think, added that subtle look, created a cinematic effect, was the inbuilt stabilizer. I turned that off, which, if you go into the camera setting, down at the bottom left, there's an icon next to LUT, and it is the stabilizer icon basically, and you just click on that, and then you actually have loads of really cool options. You've got extreme, cinematic and standard, which are really strong stabilizers, but I turned it on, and then it created that subtle shake every time the car went over a bump or something, which I think really just added that extra layer of cinema to the shot. So once we got the shot, it was then uploaded onto my computer, and I color graded it using DaVinci Resolve, which I know is probably the industry standard, but I actually don't use that one for color grading. But for this project, I just wanted to try it out. I still kind of dip my toes in every now and then into that program, and this time was one of them. I wanted to get the most out of these colors, so I played around and got the clip to a look that I was happy with by eye. Me and Dion had this idea of having a little bit of a purple tint to it and also a bit of gold in the street lights. So I did that, and we really liked it. The final touch that I added was in Premiere Pro, adding on Dehancer. This really pulled the entire clip together with some subtle effects such as a bloom, halation. I can't remember if I used a bit of grain in there or not. Either way, it really just packaged the whole clip up and made it feel like a finished product. I remember sending it to Dion, and I think we sat on it for about a month until the week of the release. A couple of tweaks here and there, the video went out. At the time, I had a backlog of a bunch of content ideas that I wanted to put out, and this was just one of them, so I didn't really think too much of it. My friend Ed said to me afterwards, when he saw that video, he knew it was going to blow, and it did, and it was really exciting, and it felt nice to just know that what I was doing was, you know, grabbing people's attentions and proving that it's working. Making art for yourself is always number one. but it's a really exciting feeling to have other people create conversation around your work. There's this sense of feeling that you've done the right thing, even if you do receive negative comments as well as positive. It was nice, and I really appreciate every single one of you for engaging with that video, whether you've just watched it, liked it, commented, shared, and most importantly, everybody that went out and recreated that idea. It was so great to see so many other people do the same idea in their own way. It was really inspiring, so thank you everybody that shared their version with me as well. Let me know if you want to see some more breakdowns of how I created some of my videos. Thank you for watching, and see you all soon. Big love. Tray flip. That was kind of a tray flip. Not really. Sort of. Sketchy landing.